So I wanted to bring this forward, okay? So before we start cooking, I want you to think about the energy of your kitchen. I want you to start thinking about your kitchen. What do you get excited about it? Like, how do you feel in your body? Do you get stressed? Do you just kind of have the, oh, why do we have to talk about this? Like, what is your feeling when you think about your kitchen? Because that, my friends, is a moment for you to realize that's a story that you hold about your kitchen. If you've been in like spirituality, manifestation, there's stories about everything, right? And even if you're not in that world, which is totally understandable, there's stories about everything. Some people would make it mean something about themselves when they show up on camera with wet hair. I simply don't have a story about it. For me, showing up as I am is the message. and allowing all parts of me to be seen is important. And again, embodying who I am, and it shows the message that I want to create and share with everybody, because that's your fucking birthright, right? And so when we think about the kitchen, y'all, I don't know why people don't talk about this, right? I just don't understand. And it's unfortunate because I feel like it's a missed opportunity. And so I guess this is why I'm here now, which is totally fine. I'm here for it. But I want to bring your attention towards it, because until you shift the story of your kitchen, it's not going to change. Like right now, if you think about your kitchen and it's stressful, until you change that story, your kitchen is still going to be stressful. Even when you meal prepped to the degree and capacity that you wanted, or that, you went grocery shopping and now you have all these wonderful options that you're excited to have and enjoy and eat, it's still going to be stressful because the story in your kitchen is stress. My kitchen is stressful. That's going to be your story. And that's really unfortunate. And I think that's a huge missed opportunity. And again, with like changing your stories, you can change it anytime. And the part of being able to, again, have the awareness of like what your story is of your kitchen gives you the gift that you can actually change it. And once you change it, I'll go through it a little bit, but just to give you the gist of it. But like once you change it, now you have to practice it. Now you have to create that experience for yourself for it to actually like stick. Otherwise the stressful kitchen is going to come back in like the story, right? Like, you miss me, you miss me, you miss me. And you're like, no, I'm going to practice the story that I want. Okay. And then it gets bored and it leaves. All right. It gets bored and it leaves. Thank God. But again, it's just like old friend, right? It's like, you miss me, you miss me. I was like, I want to break up with you. I don't want to be stressful in my kitchen. So, I want you to think about, again, like what feeling your kitchen gives you, okay? And then think about it. Like, what is the story that you have about your kitchen? And maybe it's like stories about whether you're good or bad at cooking. Maybe it's stories about whether you're behind. Maybe it's stories about whether this has to be perfect, whatever the fuck that means. Because I talked about that. There's no such thing as perfect in a kitchen. There is just not. But it also gives you like an opportunity to change, shift, pivot, adapt, all those things. And then that's where the juice happens, right? Like, think about tangent. Think about the accidents, the culinary accidents in the world. I'm like, are they accidents? But they created wonderful things. So, yes, I have notes because I have to be focused for me and for you. Okay, so it's like when I talk about the stories and their energy of the kitchen, I'm going to refer that to kitchen energetics, okay? And I'm going to probably make this like a whole like playlist on the channel just so you can keep it. So again, you have the energetics, but then you have the practical side of building the skill set in the kitchen. So you have both, and that's harmony when you have both, let me tell you. And I gotta admit, it's not woo-woo, all right? I mean, maybe it is. I don't even know what that, I don't know. I don't feel woo-woo. It's not, what's the word? It's not mystical, okay? You're not like, oh, the energy. I'm like, oh. It's not so much that, but it's like I just watched myself do that and it looked silly, but that's fine. But that's what I mean. It's not that. Okay. So it's like, it's the emotional tone that we bring into a space, that we bring into a room per se. And in this instance, it's the kitchen. And so tonight, you're not just going to cook dinner. Okay. Like, notice the story that you walked into your kitchen with. And now I want to ask you this question. If you had a story you actually wanted to embody, actually practice, or experience in your kitchen, what would it be? Would it be, this is where I experiment? This is where I get to nourish myself. This is where I get to slow down and actually like connect. This is a way for me to feel present with myself. Maybe it's like, this is where mistakes are allowed to happen. And I embrace it with ease and grace. Or this is a place where I get to trust and practice trusting my senses. You know, your smell, taste, touch, hearing. So water boiling. Or maybe it's just like to feel at ease when you walk into your kitchen. Because it's like, it's that notion, think of like a lighthouse for a quick sec. You want to feel ease, right? So that's your lighthouse. So in order to support the lighthouse, you put everything in place to support that notion of my kitchen is full of ease. Whether it's like you have grocery shopping lists, or maybe it is meal prep for you, or maybe it is to like pre-prep some ingredients so you have like different combinations to do throughout the day, or maybe it's to like stock your freezer to have like backup meals when you don't feel like cooking. Like, I don't know who doesn't, but I know I do. I cook all day. I don't want to cook at home sometimes, and that's okay. So it's like having that story that you want to embody and practice and experience is pivotal, right? Because it's like then you at least have a direction to go to, and you can create that experience for yourself with the other actions that will support that story that you actually do want. So something to think about, something to chew on. Yes, chew on. Because at the end of the day, you get to choose the story. You get to choose the story. And no one can take that away from you. People can say things, and they will. That's up to them, because they have yet to face their own shit, which is fine. We hold space for them anyways. But honestly, it's not like a forced affirmation, right? Think about like a story that actually softens their shoulders a bit. Something that kind of slows you down to connect with yourself and your body. And just kind of lean into it, kind of play with it. You can say certain things out loud and you'll notice how you respond in a different way. And again, don't try to box yourself in so much like that, but it's like, just gotta play with it, right? The kitchen is a playground for your soul, and that's how I see it. And you know, it's a place where you get to create and you get to eat. And just kind of allow it to kind of flow. Again, don't try to like, oh, it has to be like this. Like, again, perfection doesn't exist in the kitchen. So give yourself that grace and that ease and that relief. Give yourself that relief, all right? So it's just something to lean into, kind of get to know, become aware of. And it's important because, again, no matter what other actions you do in the kitchen, until the story of your kitchen changes to something that aligns with you, something that supports you, the other stuff that you do is just not going to be enough. And there's so many kitchens out there that are stressed and full of pressure and performance, and that's not genuine, and that's not real, and that's not actually aligned to how to actually support yourself in the kitchen. So again, just kind of chew on it. Share your thoughts below of like kind of stories that you resonate with, that you want to embody, and we'll work through that together. But yeah, just kind of notice and give yourself, again, give yourself the gift of awareness, because you have the power and opportunity to choose the story of your kitchen.